Alright, I'll be starting just in a couple minutes, so if you can bear with me yet again, that would be awesome. Just giving a little bit of start in case anybody wants to jump in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes and see if I can maybe finish this paper, or yeah, see how close to finish I'm going to get it. But so far I'm maybe 80% confident with it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, see you shortly, in maybe a minute or two. Alright, getting started. Mainstream. Cool. Back. Love it. Alright, I should let this cache because it is running slow. And I think I left a couple of these vertices unfinished. So I'm going to just clear out a couple of those and then add some more divisions. Alright, come on, keep going. That is exactly my frustration with the cache. There we are. Happy times, happy speed, happy cache equals happy cal. Okay, so I just saw for a split second that this doesn't line up. What happened? Is it always like that? No, it wasn't. What caused that? I just want to see if any of these clusters is moving something it shouldn't. Because why would I leave it like that? Why would I do that? That's stupid. Alright, cool, whatever. I'm going to grab that point. I'm going to correct it now. I could go through and like fix each frame. Not super into that. Actually, did I ever do this corner? Wait, let me go back and just watch a little snippet of the stream. A little embarrassing if I overlook that. No, it sticks. What did I do? Was it wrong at the end of the stream? No. Wait, what's going on? What? It was fine. Wait, I must have just done something. Let me reopen this. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what happened. But anyway, I don't want to nudge this every frame, so I'm just going to open up the graph editor. And let's grab the, what would this be? X and Z by the looks of it. Let's just grab the X first. Alright, did that work? It looks like it worked. Cool. That's easy. Thought that was going to be a little bit of a mess there, but that worked out fine. Oh. Is that acne? What is that? I have blemishes, man. That's bad. But that scar over there makes me look like a badass. The scar is new. Alright, cool. Quick fix. That's out of the way. So, Akam, hello. Let's finish some paper. Akam, that link you sent me, it won't show. I tried to check it out during the stream yesterday, and I tried to check it out later, and it didn't load. Okay, so let me take a quick peek and see what points here I didn't adjust, because I think I left a couple vertices untouched. Looks primarily like this one here has nothing. So this point, grab this, stabilize, and cluster. So we're going to start nudging the point for the first few frames. I should be looking at the depth of this, here. I'm going to split the view. Oops. Camera. Perspective. Yeah, I should make this fold inwards a little bit. I don't think I'm comfortable with the shape that I'm forming here, but I'm going to go with it. Actually, it might be fine because I haven't even touched this vertex yet, so we might be good. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that as is, and let's take care of the bottom one. His paw kind of whipped up a little bit there. That was kind of quick. Can't even tell what's going on here, so we'll just try our best to make something reasonable. Oh, this point I was also supposed to correct a little bit here coming up. Actually, no, the paper folds up and down into that crevice. So I do want to keep this point elevated. I was thinking I was going to have to move it down. I don't think I have to. What is that? I'm going to shoo that away a little bit. This looks like it's going to go right under, and eventually there's going to be a cut here where the paper is going to... Wait a minute. Actually, this gets pulled out. Fascinating. How do I feel about this bend? It needs to go over this way a bit. Outwards. Back over. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Calvin, what kind of mouse do I have? Let's see. Oh, I was gonna mouse over and full screen my picture, but I picked up my mouse. Maybe just kind of don't share that with anyone, please. One sec. Let me switch to... Where's my... Hey, there we go. So I don't know if you could see this very well. It is a razor. I can't remember what kind. But if I were anybody tracking, if I were you, you should get a gaming mouse and get a gaming mouse that has a side trigger that will slow your cursor speed. Because I use my thumb on that side button and it slows my it gives me a much more refined move on my trackers, and it is extremely handy. Yeah, I don't remember I don't remember exactly what mouse it is. I can't even tell if you could see it very well. It's on the display. But yeah, I hope that helps. Get one, yeah, get a gaming mouse, get one with the aiming trigger. It just slows your mouse speed. And then it makes it much easier to make fine adjustments with trackers. And also in Maya, I've been using it a lot with Maya too. This cluster, like if I'm moving it like this, but it's going too fast, I hit that trigger, look at how much finer it got. Let go. You can see that difference. I'm just toggling it off and on. That is very handy. Logitech MX Master 3. MX Master 3, that sounds very fancy. But I have no idea. I don't know mouses. If it has lots of buttons on it, that's good. Mappable buttons is good. Oh, I can't see behind that paper there. I'm going to hit 4. There we go. Eventually, I'm hoping that this paper won't collide because I'm going to have a division and it's going to bend upwards here to go back behind my thumb. Can't see this now. Eventually more detail will come here and we'll kind of roughen that paper. It won't look the best, but it'll look fine. Can't see your screen. Oh, I didn't change my footage. Oops. Or I didn't change my thing. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I just fixed this one point. All I was saying was I was roughing this in, and sorry, Akam. I was roughing this in, and it was under my thumb, and I was kind of like just guessing where it was going to be and explaining that, yeah, eventually this paper is going to bend, so it's not going to occlude itself, because if I go to use background, you can see that the paper passes through and covers up parts it shouldn't. Desmond, Hello. This is a very late stream for me. I'm likely gonna see if I'm going till 3 a.m. my time. We'll see. We'll see how I feel with this. I really don't know. But a little tired. Why I stream at such times, I don't know. I really do gotta lock down a schedule. I don't see that happening though. Okay, so now I think those were the points that I hadn't touched, so I'm just gonna introduce some more divisions. So let's start up here. I'm gonna give multi-cut, drop one right in the middle, and these points are really starting to add up. Desmond, it's almost 5 p.m. here. 5 p.m. I don't remember where you are. I heard where you were once upon a time, but I can't remember. No, Desmond, you're in the UK. Ciao. Hello. Good to see you again. And here we go. So the paper, let's get some points up here. Desmond, you're not. No, I'm not. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong? How dare you? Yeah, I could have sworn that. Yeah, I don't know. Indonesia. I have a friend from Indonesia. I have a friend in Jakarta who jumps in on the stream occasionally. I'm gonna remember that now. I think. You know what? Maybe I never heard where you're from. Actually, let's pretend it's that. I don't believe you have the time to sift through my other streams to see if you've ever told me. So, you can fact check me if you want. I'm just kidding. You did tell me? Oh man. That's very likely. I'm very forgetful. Danasa, yes. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the middle division. I kind of want to start with the... No, you know what? Let's start from the edge and work our way in. Because I like seeing the edge first. So I'm going to jump over here. Lock on. Get our cluster going. Key it. And now we are set to nudge. That's not so great. It's months ago. Well, it is your word against mine. I'm going to pretend that you didn't tell me. And you can go and find it. You can go find your proof. No, I'm just messing. You did. You very likely told me. I'm like 100% certain you did tell me. Like I was saying yesterday, these points are just going to keep getting quicker and quicker as we go to our in-betweens. Because, you know, we keep working off of interpolated movement in between our points. Wow, that motion blur is kind of intense. Aha, and here is the bend that I was excited for. Yes. The shape is really coming in. Let's exaggerate that one a bit. We can't really make any detail out here, so I'm just kind of tossing this in wherever I feel like it. And it's done. Alright, ear. Next, stabilize. Cluster. Once again, if anybody is watching this and don't know how I'm nudging in Maya, if you are a Maya user, hold Alt, and then comma and period will let you frame by frame. If you just use comma and period, it will let you jump between keys. Right now it looks like I'm just jumping between frame by frame. But now, if you hold Alt and then use the arrow keys, you can now nudge your, whatever it is, your objects, your vertices, you can nudge them by screen space. So it's kind of nice. You keep holding Alt and you can keep hitting comma and period to keep going frame by frame, and then use the arrow keys to nudge. You always hold Alt, and that's it. Once again, people have to let me know if the music's irritating. Sooner or later, I'm going to get some new music. Different music. Danasa, what's up? Danasa, we just talked about you. Desmond, it fits. The music fits? That is good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm proud of this one. I made this one. I want to just kind of make my own music for my streams. I don't want to worry about finding copyright free and the ones that we have to shout out the artist and stuff. So I want to just use stuff that I write. I'm a little tripped out with how this is warping. I think I might... Oh, I think I might have screwed up in a semi-big way. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe I did. Oh boy. Danasa, oh my god, what were you talking about? Is it about how cool I am? Joking. Quite the contrary, Danasa. Everyone here knows your secrets. I am sorry. Anyway, no, we were saying, oh, Desmond was telling me the time of where he was, and I forgot where he was. So I thought he was from the UK. Turns out I'm wrong. He's from Indonesia. And I was like, oh, I have a friend from Indonesia, and Desmond remembered you. He named you in the chat earlier. Okay, so this point, I gotta bring this fold in. So oh boy. Looks like this might come somewhere over here, and then eventually there'll be a loop here that will cut in. Oh no, maybe not. Nope, nope, maybe not. This one's going back. This point is now under the fold. Actually, it's over here too. Oh, sick. We don't have to worry about it now. It's kind of tucked in out of the way. What is that? Oh, there's the ears. Oh, that's weird. That's fine. It's fine. Xander, I've been rewatching Stranger Things recently, and I keep noticing shots from your reel. Yeah, oh man, dude, I did so many shots from that show. So many shots. I could have just made like a 10-minute reel off of Stranger Things shots. There's a lot of cool shots I had to cut out that were really cool. I just didn't want my reel to be like 100% Stranger Things. Sometimes, like, there's a lot of studios that say, oh, just put your best work forward. Just use your best work. Sometimes it does help to have some, like, blockbuster shots in there that kind of show that you've been trusted with some big work at a big studio somewhere. And yeah, it kind of, and like chances are they might like, oh yeah, D-Nag or somebody did that movie, and okay, this dude's been a part of he's been around. maybe they've learned things here and there, and it might be a good bring some good value to our team. So yeah, there's a, not saying that's the overwhelming, you know, point when you come out of an interview by any means, but it is a little bit of a factor. So I tried to sprinkle in as many shots as I could from other projects, so long as I was proud of the shot. My reel isn't even made to get a job. It was made to show off to family and friends, because I already knew that I had a job in line. My boss, when hydraulics died and we all got let go without pay, my boss at the time said, "Wait, don't get a job. Just be patient." And then we started Track VFX. Anybody want a job? We need point trackers. and then I can critically judge your rip your work apart when you give me bad trackers. Xander, the upside down ashes are super impressively tracked for how little detail there is in those shots. The upside down ashes. Oh, the spores? Oh man, the worst shot. The worst shot. 1 second. The worst shot. Where is it? Oh, this shot was hard. This was the first Stranger Things shot I ever did. This was for the Super Bowl, and they put goosebumps. I had like a big triangulated deforming mesh on his neck. There was no trackers or anything, so it was kind of hard. Where is... Okay. This. There was no spores. It was just soft shadow. Xander, yeah, the spores in the upside down. Yeah, there was no there was no spores, there was no detail. I was able to high pass this a little bit and kind of see some of the set at the top corners. There was no ground or anything, and everything, the lights were moving, the guy was moving, I couldn't track any of it. I only tracked 2 points for this shot. Just 2. One at the top, and then one I was able to make out at the other side. So I did that to kind of lock down a rotation. Just a bit. It ended up being kind of useless, because I just pushed the camera forward and that was it, but it was kind of hard to make it work. What did they add? So in this shot, they added the flashlights. Okay, the flashlights were there, but they just enhanced the lights. So every flashlight is a track, the helmet is a track, and there's spores floating through the air. So there's all these spores that are there. That's CG. And this guy's helmet, his helmet's being tracked as well. You can't see it, because there's a reflection of the Demogorgon in his mask. So you have that. Xander, haha, wow. The first time I watched Stranger Things like a year ago, I wondered if those goosebumps were VFX. Desmond Word. Hey, the first hand track I ever did. This was like the first time where we all just panicked at hydraulics. I was like, oh, how are we gonna do this? And I was like, okay, calm the hell down. And well, obviously I didn't do that. I was like, okay, I think I can do it. I did the roto-anim, which I'm not the best at, and I'm not the best at roto-anim. But I was able to do that. I object tracked the knife, and then I had to distance lock it in Syntheyes to some preset positions that I got from Maya. So that knife was locked at a spot, and I think it worked quite well. There was no jittering or popping in the mesh. The spider seemed to look fine. Yeah. I wish I had a wireframe of this one. This one would have been cool. Did they leave... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, did they leave Desmond... Oh, Chow? Nice. Desmond, how long did it take to finish that shot? The hand? I think this hand took me 4 days. If I remember correctly. This was like 5 years ago. I can't remember 100%. 5 years ago. No, this was... As 4 or 5... It might be 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years, I think. You could still see the tracker markers on the fingers. Yeah, I didn't even use the tracker markers. Okay, I was looking for the smoky shot. Where was the smoky shot? It must have been way at the beginning. This shot. Wow. This shot was a pain. They needed the masks and the flashlights on the guns. And this is just a hand animated camera for the spores. So it looks a little bit swimmy. I just needed the light to not push back and forward in a weird way for the spores. Alright. Anyway, that's that. Let me get back to paper. Okay, now let's get... I think I can tackle these 2 points as one cluster, so I'm going to select the edge. Deform. Cluster. I should have stabilized. I always forget it's faster for me to stabilize first and then cluster. Getting a little bit extreme, so let's go ahead and move this by hand. Judging by this reflection, I'm going to force this paper out here, match up with that line. Can't tell what's happening here at all. I think it's this. I'm going to force this out a tad. Not all the way, because I can see this edge is going to come and fill this out. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's garbage at that point. Let the image do whatever it wants to do. Okay, let me get this top extreme edge, because it looks like I didn't tackle this one earlier, and this is a good one. No, I'm gonna undo that. There, grab that. Stabilize first, because it's faster, and then cluster. Right now, I have that toss a coin to your Witcher song stuck in my head. And I will not whistle any more of that. Well, this point's kind of irritating. Oh man, look at that curve. That gets a nice curve in here. Wait, what side of the paper is what? What? Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Let's just fill out that one. I don't know if that's the same part of the page, but let's just fill it out. I have no idea what I'm going to do about this fold, honestly. That's a little... This gets messy here, but let's just pretend there's no image there. You know what? I think this point's actually fine. By accident. It was very unintentional. Oh crap, those are the ears. So wait, what part is that supposed to be? What? How? Wait. Oh, this comes up here. Wow, okay. Oh, okay. I think I get it. I might have to fix some other points. I might have screwed some other points up. It is starting to come together. Wonder if my boss is still awake. I should get him just to see how this paper is going. Curious if he'll drop in. Actually, when I'm at this stage, you know what? I'm gonna hit save, and I just want to quickly. I want to add the division and see what it looks like, just for fun. A couple of these aren't done yet, right? So quickly, let's go and use the new trick that I wish that I had been doing. So grab that, nope, offset it out. And there's a reason I'm doing this, because I'm making a buffer of geometry for my smooth. So now we have this geo that is now interpolated on the edge, and that looks pretty cool. Could you imagine? Oh, you know what? This would make a cool effect, because like you can project some. I don't know. Imagine you had paper that was emitting a hologram from the paper, and it deformed on the edges with the bending of the. That's so cool. You know what? I'm gonna try and do that sometime. All right, so I got this. I'm gonna go smooth. And let's see. You know what? Just because of this kink in geometry, let me add just a couple more loops. And now we'll do the smooth, because linear smooth will have some funny things if your divisions aren't even. Hey, that's way nicer than the result that I had last time. So let's take and Oh, what's the middle face? What are the odds it's this? Yes, that was perfect. And now invert, delete. Look at this! I need to trim this. That is awesome. That is the exciting bit. I'm honestly just going to sit and glare at it for a while. I'm just kind of thinking about it for a moment. Are there any questions about this? Because now is the time where I'm just going to hands off keyboard and mouse for just a couple minutes. Man, that's gonna get really crazy trying to pull that off. Yeah, you can see a lot of problems with it. But you know, that's where you just keep adding divisions. Keep trying to make those in-betweens look better. Okay, I'm gonna open up that file again. There we go, back to where I am. Or where I was, sorry. You know what? I'm actually gonna really pick my battle here because I think I might be done with the paper. I don't want to go into crazy more detail. Like anybody watching this who is like, oh, how do you do the paper? You know how to do it now. If you've seen the first stream and, you know, followed along with this one, I guess. So I think I'm just gonna see if there's a couple really big bends that I want to try and tackle. I really don't want to do that one. I don't even know how what the paper's doing there. I don't even know what it's doing to accurately fold my paper. Guess I could do this over here. This looks pretty ugly. I'm gonna be lazy and I'm going no, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's not do 2 points at a time. Not a perfect nudge. If you wanted a better nudge, you want to zoom in. Right now, my nudge is traveling too far, so I can't get the fine little bumps. I don't know too much what it's doing here, so just gonna rough that in as poorly as I possibly can. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually going to stay stabilized on this point. This one's going to be embarrassingly crude. But that's fine. Not even caring about the depth of the paper at this point. I would normally care more about the depth of the paper, but I'm not going to go 100% on this paper. It's a lot of work. Don't know what it's doing. Okay, that one's a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, I don't know what that bend is. Well, I kind of know what it is now, but that's a lot of shaping and a lot of backtracking that I don't want to do. I'm not going to worry about that. It looks like I could shape, like... Wait, what? Oh. It looks like I could pull this and shape it forward. This one can come over, and this one would tuck itself right back and behind the geo and then form this. And then you could take like these, come up and form that lip. But yeah, again, that is a lot of detail that I don't want to get into. Okay, so I think I'm just going to rough in this one edge here, and I'm going to make a final version of this, and I'm going to UV it. And just call this done. I am sick of it. Not even going to stabilize. Just going to raw dog it. Done. Wait, one more. I didn't touch this one at all. Alright, cool. And let's go ahead and just kind of, I'm just going to finish this up, make it look like it's finished, clean it up, add the divisions, and do the UVs. So we have this, and that's our base, so let's add those cuts. I'm going to, again, extend out my edges to make my linear smooth buffer. Offset. Take it out, maybe somewhere around there this time. Purple moose looks really painful. Oh, yeah, it is pretty painful. It wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. I started this stream as a practice because I have a shot like this coming up. That I'm gonna have to do this type of deform for. Okay, so now that I've made my buffer here, let's add a couple more splits. I'm only adding a couple divisions out here because it is going to greatly improve my linear smooth. A linear smooth is different than an exponential smooth. Exponential smooth is if you hit 3. That looks cool. Look at how cool that looks. That's awesome. I messed up with my smooth settings. One sec. There. So exponential smooth. If you hit 3, you'll notice that the points that I match moved have shifted position. You have now damaged your track. So exponential smooth. If I go shift, right click, smooth. Change from exponential, go linear. Come down and make sure that push strength is all the way up. And now you are left with, I'm sliding the push strength, and you could see what it does when I turn it off and on. The points are shifting in and out of where they want to be in exponential and where they actually are if you use linear. So I have now smoothed and add divisions, but I have preserved the track. And all the in-between divisions that have now showed up, they're a better representation of what the middle detail that we never manually did. It's a better representation of what the track is doing in those spaces. Now that I have that, let's go ahead and let's see if I can guess those faces again. It's these ones, right? Middle ones. Just going to expand this out, select the whole sheet. Oh, before I delete this edge, if you look over here, you see the corners have this weird rounded bit. That's normal. That's what linear is supposed to do. It's just, you know, you don't want this weird rounded corner on this edge of the paper. You want these nice clean lines. So that's why I added the buffer, is because to avoid this weird smooth corner coming into the paper. So invert, delete. Now we have this paper. So this paper still isn't my final paper. I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to UV it real quick. So I'm going to duplicate it. So now that I've duplicated the paper, this is actually just going to be my final paper that I would give to someone. So I'm going to snap the pivot somewhere. I don't need to snap the pivot up there, honestly. I didn't need to do that. But I might as well freeze transformations. And now let's do a UV. So I'm going to find the best angle, shift, right click, mapping, camera based. Now that we have that, let's go UV editor over here. And I'm going to turn off that super blinding image. So now we got to straighten out these lines. So let's go with let's go unfold. Let's try unfold along U and V. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let's take this and maybe the middle line and see if we can straighten this. All right. Actually, I should just take all of them. Hey. And now, just in case, while this is all selected, I'm going to unfold along U. Nope. Okay, no. I'm not going to fold on across an axis because I forgot the meshes in that position, and unfold wants to relax the faces. So let's just leave it like this. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit just because I don't want the chance of dead pixel off screen. And let's just center it, why not? I know there was probably a better way to do it. I'm not good at UVing. So now we have this paper. So the UVs are straight, so if you textured an image on here, it'll actually have a proper warp with the paper. And now this here, this final plane here, let's unisolate. I'm going to select this paper, go up to the actual paper. Wait, I should name this. Floor, paper, paper. Also, let's group up all these clusters. Okay, now, so I'm going to take the paper, deform it to the match move paper. So deform and wow, wrap. So now our new paper has the same deformations, and it has proper UVs. We've cleaned it up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up to Edit, Keys, Bake Simulation, go into Options, and here I am going to make sure Control Points is turned on and bake. Ah, we didn't catch the image sequence up here. That's fine. Alright, so now we have that paper, and if I were to save, and also I can save up, I can version up at this point. I just hit Control-Alt-Save, and on my other screen I'm saving to version 2. Okay, so I'm going to take the match move paper and the clusters and that base or whatever, get it out of there, because we have this paper, and every vertex, if I select it, every vertex is now carrying animation. This is really heavy, and yeah, it's so far been the easiest way to give it to clients, so that's fine. No matter how you bake something, you're going to have animation on every single point, unless you send somebody an FBX like rig or something, but that's not always the easiest thing to do, depending on who you're working with. This has kind of been the easiest way to do it for us. So now that I have this, if you wanted to as well, you could totally hit it with another smooth. But if I hit it with linear, you'll watch my corners get messed up. See, you got the rounded corners? That's why I do the buffer. But you know, you could see what an extra division level does, and now you've got smoother edges and stuff. Let's undo that. Something I do want to see that might be cool. There was a terrible movie once upon a time called After Earth with Will Smith and his son Jaden. But it had some cool visual effects in it. And they had these little maps. They were like a little holographic map. It's like a mouse pad rolled up. You unroll this foldable paper, I'm going to call it. But a hologram actually is wrapped to it, and a hologram unfolds with the paper. So you can like do a really cool, like, imagine some, wait, let me actually do this. Oh, wait. No. Oh, come on. Never mind then. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple more of these. Extrude. Okay, and now I could take this over to this, and let's wrap it, and let's apply a simple blend. Let's just use a blend. Blends are terrible. Let me hide that. I don't know. Hey, you got a cool 3D map. I don't think that came out as cool as I wanted it to. It also is deforming so terribly. That's pretty bad. Oh well. The nice thing about my history is you can come back to... Oh, wait, did I delete that? I guess I froze my extrude. I was gonna say you can reduce your extrudes with the history and stuff. Okay, well anyway, that wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. So let's take these 2 bits of geo, name them set proxies. The camera is named. If you had any trackers, you can make a locators group. And attract effects, we like to put them on display layers. We have a button for it, so I'm just going to hit layers. You could make them manually, like one for your camera, one for your locators, one for your set proxies. Yeah, so that's paper. Danasa, I want to do things with that paper animation now. I have several hologram ideas. Do it! Man, if you do this, send me some stuff. I want to see it. Also, we'll employ you. We'll give you a job, man. If you're doing stuff like this, like, talk to our people. Talk to me. I'll talk to my people to talk to you. Well, I'm done. So, if there's any crazy questions, now's the time. Also, it doesn't have to be questions about this. If you have some weird question about Maya, I don't mind trying other things. It's up to you. Danasa, I'm still doing plate cleanup for the hand. Oh yeah, Danasa, I was gonna look at your hand thing. Are you sure you don't want me? You don't want me showing that on stream, right? Because I'd like to see it now, but I can do it off stream right after this. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to show your roto hand on here. But again, I don't have to at all. And if you're concerned if you're talking through the clip or whatever, I can mute it. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. That blue also isn't the most attractive color. What about red? I think I like red a little bit better. Red looks cool. Actually, you know what? It's fine. Hey! Cool. Let's take a peek at Danasa's roto hand that he attempted after I streamed it. Danasa, I've requested access to see it. So check your drive and give me access to it. Oh wait. I cannot imagine if a shot like this, if they came to me and said, okay, we want the hands roto-animed as well as the paper, I would find something that's at least 3 stories high and take a good leap off of it. Good running leap. I would swan dive. It would be beautiful, and I would paint the floor. I want to see what this looks like in 3D space. That's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to look at. Check my mail. Hey, there it is. Alright, that is downloading. Ooh, it looks like it might take a little bit to download. So or it's zipping. So I might not look at it. I'm gonna give it like, what? Oh, it's going fast. Nope. It's going fast. So. Man, I'm still just looking at the back of my neck and think I gotta go and shave. I need to trim up everything. It's almost done zipping, and then we'll see how long the download takes. Hopefully fast. Let it grow. Let it grow. Oh, I hate my hair enough as it is. I only mess my hair up like this just because I haven't ever found any other style that I liked. Like I personally don't think I have great hair. I just mess it up and make it poofy because I don't know. Honestly, I'm a pretty self-conscious dude, and I think I got a weird looking face. I got it pretty good with the camera angle. So, at least I think I got it pretty good with the camera angle and the lighting. Okay, sequence is here. Let me load it up. Got it. Oh no. Why didn't it grab more? It didn't grab the whole sequence. So Danasa, there seems to be some missing frames. Yeah, Danasa, there's some missing frames. I can't watch this. Alright, that's disappointing. I would blame Google or something. I think Google did that. That's my end. It's mine. It's on my end. It's not you. I have to go in and zip your file instead of downloading the folder. This is a Google Drive problem. So that's me. I'll check it out when I can here, off stream. All right. Thank you for watching. There are 3 people left. I saw the number fluctuate around. It was like 3, then it got up to 6. I think I saw 7 for a couple seconds. And then it jumped back around to like 3 and then back up to 4 and 5. Yeah, something like this is hard. It's hard to sit and watch. Just watching somebody nudge around mesh. But yeah, I appreciate the people who stuck around. Okay. With that, I am going to stop the stream now. And thank you for watching. Flip on over here. Thank you. Alright, later.